millions. Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they just got patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a clear the air, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless, I can make a...
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Jets defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
You call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down, they hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And taken down just shy of the 40. The Dolphins at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And the key for them, as I see it, tightening things up on defense because
under a heavy rush and down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Joey Bosa in on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On third down, it's Pollard. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kadarius Toney, his intended target, but it'll be second down. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Here's Matt Araiza now. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. A short one there to Freiermuth. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Dances by him, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll leave him with a third and just a yard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tony Pollard, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
And here on third down, your number one goal, don't be a hero, just get the first down. But here, what once he gets past the line of scrimmage, the field opens up for him, and he's able to take it right up the gut and into the end zone.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. Again, it's Taylor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Jets 1st down.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
3rd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Jets.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. There he goes, left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run with Gibbs. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Again, it's Gibbs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Purdy. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0.
Youngway Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. That is caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Let's go.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Running left, Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Okay, CD, 2nd quarter, look at their deficit and where they're at on the field. They're going for this, right?
I think that they are, because down at this point, they've just made that big move. Ride the momentum wave while you can. I know people think, hey, you've got to get some points here. Hey, you're riding it big time. Go get it done.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. Second and 6. And it'll be intercepted. Thomas. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Jets, nothing.
We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
They're on the 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, aren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there. And there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Pollard one more time. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Brock Purdy, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Dolphins are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 9 now. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 27. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Running right, it's Pollard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Throwing here, Purdy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33. The 3rd down conversion successful, a gain of 11. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action, now Purdy. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's the ex-Dolphin, Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go.
2nd and 10. Purdy. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Just past him at the 45. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means it really can.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! C.D. Lamb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it, and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Pollard will take it up the gut, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Aku just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Now this throw caught left side. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So they avoid the shutout. But still a tough one to swallow here. They only post 3 points. And this game is over. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe it's...
Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me, spin and slide, say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me?
Yeah, told him I would be a boss before I had business. I don't even need nobody here to vouch. I was all alone, so I ain't have a witness. Right back to the lab. Gotta go to work, I'm revving up my engine. I was just putting groceries in the bag. Now wait a minute, yeah, forgot to mention. I'm $100 million richer. Might paint $100 million picture. One man army, but I don't fatigue. Better have 100 million coming with you. Got good karma, so I'm riding fiscal. Hit the crossover, leave them playing Twister. Or they thought that I was just a... Now when I do, they call me Mister. Stop it. Big wall with suffice. Play with the family, playing with your life. Just got the ops hurt, looking sick. So we gon' disinfect them like a wipe. Had that boy a big cat with no stripes. Now on the gram, ain't worried about a light. Yeah, I had to go ahead and raise the fee. If you ain't rocking with it, take a hike.
Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me. Spin and slide, say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me? Say you gon' ride. Is he gon' step by me? Can't do it back, keep racks on me. Name home with I keep 3 on me. Oh, so you riding. I can do everything that you gon' like. Young, rich, and famous, I'm living the life. Uh-oh, pull up in that new thing. I'm swerving and hogging up both lanes. You know I'm in the mood. After I score, I'ma bring it to you. They're a free agent, I give him the boo. I'm with the crew, who we bringing it to. We got no limit yet, we on the ride. Y'all gon' step.